Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Adam, and you're watching Unlimited Options Investing. This week in the markets was wild. Monday was a pretty bloody day for stocks at least, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, green, and more green. Thursday being the last day of the week, as today, Friday, is Christmas Eve, and tomorrow being Christmas. So Feliz Navidad to anyone that is celebrating. Happy holidays, everyone. But in this video, we are going to be talking about cryptocurrencies. Specifically, yesterday on Thursday, momentum started to come right back into crypto as stocks were closing out for the week. So I want to ask in this video, is this the beginning of something for crypto? Bitcoin's back above 51,000, Ethereum back above 4,000, Crypto.com is rallying, XRP has had a wicked week, and we're going to take a look at Solana, Decentraland, and a bunch of other coins. So if this is your first time stumbling upon the channel, welcome aboard and hit that subscribe button here at Unlimited Options Investing. We talk everything from stocks, crypto, options, ETFs. We're investing for the long term. As always, smash that like button. So taking a look right now at coinmarketcap.com, we see number one, as always, Bitcoin is at $51,055, up 1.3% over the last 24 hours. And over the last 7 days, we're up 10%. For the longest while, we were below 50,000, anywhere from 45,000 to 50,000 for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And then you have people wondering, are we going to crack below 45,000? Is 40K next, 35, 30, and then where's the bottom for that? But it looks like we are having some indications of a potential reversal. So let's see if we're able to sustain the 51, 52,000, and then make our way back up to 55, 60, and see if we can get a continued rally. Next, we have Ethereum, again up 0.59% over the last 24 hours and up 6% over the last 7 days, now trading just below 4,100. I don't pay too much attention to Binance Coin or Tether, but the next one being Solana, number 5, is now at $193, up 2.5% over the last 24 hours and up 10% over the last week. Next, Cardano is $1.44, pretty break even over the last 24 hours, but over the last 7 days, it's up 17%. And Cardano was really depressed for a while. Even when Bitcoin and Ethereum weren't doing too badly, Cardano was still falling below $2, $1.80, $1.50, and now looking like it's rebounding back at $1.44. Next up, XRP is down actually 6% almost over the last 24 hours. However, over the last week, it's still up 18%. So to be down 5% today, however, over the last week, you're still up 18%. This has been one of the better performing coins over the last little while, and actually one that I've been paying a little bit closer attention to, and the fundamentals and all that fun stuff. Scrolling down a bit, USDC, I don't really follow. Terra or Luna is up 43% over the last 7 days, so that's pretty high. I don't follow that one. Polkadot, I've heard of it, but I don't really follow it. Is also up 17.38% over the last week. Dogecoin, we all know that one, is up 7% over the last 24 hours and up almost 15% over the last week. Shiba Inu up 0.6% over the last 24 hours, also just under 20% over the past week. And the big one that everyone's starting to pay attention to is Crypto.com coin, is up 12% over the last 24 hours and up 26% over the last 7 days. And 1 or 2 videos ago, I was actually looking at Crypto.com with you guys, and it was as low as 50 something cents, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe it's this low after it was ripping up higher a month or 2 ago. And this just shows with stocks, and specifically with crypto, when things move, they can really move and rip up higher or completely fall off a cliff. All right, and looking at the candlestick, starting off with Bitcoin, we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. So we ripped on higher through the 20 and the 50, breaking this downtrend that we've been a part of over the past month, consolidating, pulling back a little bit on the averages, and then again finding some support toward the upside. And this is exactly what we want to see. You want to break the downtrend, you want to pull back, so you've taken those 2 steps up, and then when you take that 1 step back, you don't want to take it right back to where you were before. You want to find some support and some buying pressure where you previously found a lot of sellers and where there was previous resistance. And that's exactly what we've been seeing. We kept seeing resistance around the 48,000 mark, and now that looking like a point of support. And next up, we have Ethereum right now above 4,100. Similar idea is that we broke through the 20 and the 50, and then right now, even if we pull back, we want to see some support where we found that previous resistance. So if we continue seeing more pressure toward the upside, we really don't want to go below 4,000 again in the short term. And looking at the ratio between Ethereum and Bitcoin, I just like to see which one is stronger at any given point. And right now it's looking, at least over the last few sessions, that Bitcoin has been finding more strength than Ethereum has. And taking a look at Cardano, if we take a look back in early September, now well below those levels, which shows you always have to be careful when you're catching a falling knife. So again, this one went down, 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 breaking every support, and right now looking like it could be creating some kind of reversal, going as low as $1.19 just a few days ago, and finding resistance around the $1.50 mark, which makes sense. $1.50 being a very round number, you could say. So if we are to see some kind of pullback, we want to find some support at that 20 or that 50, and then continue grinding up higher, breaking through that 150, breaking this barrier of $1.50, and then testing that next zone of $1.60, $1.70, and then going from there. All right, next up we have XRP, and this is one that has been doing not so hot over the last 24 hours, but that kind of makes sense because it's been one of the hotter ones over the last 7 days. So for this one, for instance, we've had, 3 steps up. So if we're having 1 step back, that's not the worst thing in the world, because if we go right back below that 90-cent level, it may be difficult to go back above it again. But so far with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, even though they're finding a little bit resistance at the levels they're at, they're still in overall bullish context, at least in the very short term. So it's up to both the buyers and the sellers to determine whether we want to continue that move or retrace to where we've been over the past month. All right, and next up, looking at Solana. So I had drawn these lines at $170 and $185 a few videos ago when we were looking at crypto, and we broke right through that resistance. It just comes to show that TA isn't just all voodoo. So we broke that resistance. We're above that 20 and that 50. It looks like we're grinding up higher, and then again, when we take that step back, we want to bounce off those moving averages like a lot of other cryptocurrencies. All right, and next up we have Decentraland or Mana, and we noticed that a lot of these cryptos are all kind of following a similar pattern where they're ripping through their moving averages, and now it looks like they're pulling back, trying to find support. Which all comes to show that they all move together. On this channel, I am of the belief that Bitcoin is the leader. Once that one gets going, Ethereum follows, and then when Ethereum follows, the rest of them follow. Cardano, XRP, Solana, Mana. Now, it doesn't have to work exactly that way, but as a general rule of thumb, that's how I approach cryptocurrencies. I look at Bitcoin as the gold standard, Ethereum as a silver. I mean, one day that could change, but for the time being, that's the way it looks like it's going to be. So right now with Mana, we're pulling back toward the averages, so let's see if we see some support from that one. All right, and lastly, we're going to be taking a look at Crypto.com coin. So this one used to be as high as 94 cents, pulling back all the way to just below 50 cents, which we just saw just a few days ago. I wish I knew to put my money right at that point, but who knows? So ripping through the averages like most of the other coins, pulling back, finding that buying pressure, and then ripping on higher. Right now at 67 cents, we look at the RSI, it's way overbought. So are we expecting some kind of retracement? Probably, but I mean, who knows with this kind of stuff with stocks, with crypto. Just like stocks, crypto can run for a very long time irrationally, and the same could be said on the other way. When things are falling, they can fall irrationally for a very long time. And it would also make sense that if we found some selling pressure around the 70-cent mark, because again, that's where we found previous buying support, so we can actually draw a line right at the 70-cent mark, because if we do end up crushing through that and it ends up being some kind of support, that would be also very bullish for the coin. So my guess and what I would want to see if I'm looking at Crypto.com coin is we hit this level of 71 cents, we consolidate, we rip through it, whatever, but as long as we break through that and then find support at that 70-cent mark, that would be very healthy for the coin. If we bounce off it and then go all the way back to where we started, not the worst thing, but then again, not the most encouraging thing either. All right, and that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, do you think that crypto is going to continue rallying into the weekend, into the end of the year, or are we going to pull back, we're going to get faked out and then continue seeing the same levels that we've been seeing for the most of December? Let me know in the comments below. As always, subscribe and like, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.